Hey, what's up, you guys? And this is AJ coming to you once again from the Thwip side. I'm here with my co-host Carl, back from his acting career, and tonight we're going to look at the Star Wars Black Series, Commander Bly, and the Kamino Clone Trooper from the Clone Wars. Quickly going over the packaging, Bly, of course, comes in the old style Black Series package, with just the artwork here, Bly in the window with the red in the back. He's number 104. Commander Bly, Clone Commander Bly, if you will. Little bio about him, and the mumbo jumbo on the bottom. And the Kamino clone has the new package. And there he is in the window. Color coded yellow for Clone Wars. Nice artwork of the clone on the side. Again, that artwork on the back with his bio. Window on the top. More mumbo jumbo on the bottom. First off, let's take a look at Commander Bly. He comes with two of these little blaster pistols. One's already in his holster, and of course you can put this one in the other. And then he comes with his long blaster rifle. I kind of wish there were some paint details on this to, make it used, roughened up a bit like his armor. But yeah, they're fine, I guess. A little extra detail would have went a long way, I guess, in this instance. Taking a look at Commander Bly himself, I will say I've always liked Commander Bly's design. Very ARC Trooper-esque. I just always love that style for the clones. Spruces them up instead of the basic white armor. But yeah, I've always liked his colors, the mustard and tan colors painted on his armor. Take a look at the head, and I like the worn look on his armor and the paint. It's not dirty. I mean, it's paint like scuffage, more like in his paint apps. No dirt, but, well, I guess there's some dirt farther down, but we'll start with his head. Like I said, I really love the mustard and the yellows and the tans. And I love his pauldron here. How it looks all nice and worn. Really nice paint apps on him, I think. Wish there was a little more dirt, but I'm really liking it. And then you get some more scuffage or whatever in the armor here. You get a little bit of dirt down at the feet. And I like how they gave us a cloth command skirt, so it's not the rubbery clothing or the soft plastic. I think that's really cool. But yeah, looks really awesome. Quickly going over articulation, I just wanted to say I did Bly and the Kamino clone for two reasons together in a review. One is because I have several figures on pre-order and I had a bunch come in, so I wanted to catch up. I figured they're both clones. Why not? But another reason is because Bly, I believe, is on the old clone body, and the Kamino clone trooper is on the new redesigned clone body. And I wanted to check them out and see what the differences were. So going over articulation quick for Bly. His visor does come down, pops up. His head only goes up a tiny bit. These, just the nature of the beast. The armored characters, of course, are hindered because of their armor. Not much tilt to say so. And he'll turn side to side, of course. His arm will go up that far. I like how the shoulder pad goes in underneath into the body for more range. I really like this bandolier. Some of these pieces like to get in the way too, but it'll go all the way around if it wasn't stuck. I don't want to force it right now. And he's got double jointed elbows. Swivel at the bicep underneath this pad, nicely hidden. This wrist goes up and down and turns. Unfortunately, this wrist should have went up and down as well, but it goes very tight side to side. There we go. I wish that went up and down as well, but it is what it is, like I say. At the torso, you can't get any back really. This piece crashes into his belt, his armor. But you can get a decent amount of forward for an armored character. It's not bad. And then you get some tilt and some twist. And then more hindrances. You can already probably tell because of the armor, his leg can only go that far. He's got a thigh swivel, which is also a tad hindered. Then he's got the double jointed knees that go up that far. This piece crashes into the padding, his knee pad. His ankle will go that far, not so much back, crashes into here, and ankle pivot. One gripe I do have is that this hand doesn't have a trigger finger. I can see why. It's probably so he can hold his rifle in two hands, but I kind of wish they did have a trigger finger here, because if I remember correctly, Bly was more known for dual wielding pistols, kind of like Rex. Could be wrong, but that's how I remember him. And here we have the Kamino clone. He comes with the same blaster rifle as Bly. Standard issue clone army weapons. But then he also comes with it looks to me like an E11 Stormtrooper blaster. I'll have to go back and look and see if towards the end of the Clone Wars the clones used the 11s. I never really noticed, but to me that's an E11. I could be wrong, but I think it is. Taking a look at the clone himself, I think he looks really cool. His paint apps came out really clean. All the line work and everything is clean. And I love the gray. This type of gray is one of my favorite colors. And the symbol on the side came out really clean. All the line work is really clean as well. But yeah, came out really nice looking. Going over articulation on him, he does have more head movement. Just a tad more. You can look back a little bit farther, down a little more, and he does have some shift. But the thing I like is he has more tilt. That'll give him some personality. And then here, on the new body, the shoulder piece doesn't go into the body. It rides up when you lift the arm, which this is soft plastic, but that still kind of makes me nervous. I don't know if I like that. I think I prefer the pad going into the arm more. And of course it goes all the way around. And this time you get the single jointed elbow and a swivel there at the elbow instead of up at the bicep. And I did hear, I'm being real careful because I've seen reviews where when you bend the elbow, it'll pinch this piece for his elbow pad and start to cut it, which I think is unfortunate if that is happening. I've seen it happen in reviews, but unfortunately, side to side on this hand, same thing, no trigger finger, but he only has one gun, and he's not a dual wielder. Well, he could be, I suppose. But yeah, you get the up and down here and the trigger finger. Doesn't bother me as much because he doesn't have two blaster pistols. The torso, you get a little more tilt, I believe, than out of the old clone body. You go forward, about the same. What the difference is the back, because it's cut out different, so you get more arc back. You see the difference here. There's a cut here, no cut, and that's why he can't arc back as much on the old clone body. But the legs up in here, same thing. You can get up a little bit, still crashes. You're not really going to be able to get rid of that. And you have the thigh swivel here is better on this guy compared to Bly. And then you get the single jointed knee. This still goes up pretty far, so that doesn't bother me. I know some people were upset that the elbows and knees were only single jointed. That doesn't bother me. You can get that. Up here doesn't bother me either, except for the pinching. But it would be cool if it had the doubles on the elbows. It's not a deal breaker, but I guess what I'm saying is the elbows. I wish we had more than the knees, and I can live without either one. But I really wish they kept the double elbow kind of. And he also has a swivel here as well at the knee, and his ankles go back farther than the old body, but they're really tight. And they go forward that much, but like I said, really tight. And then pivot, which is there, but it's tight as well. Bottom line for me is that I really like these two clones, both Bly and the Kamino Trooper. Speaking of the difference of the new body versus old, both have pros, both have cons, but neither version's weaknesses bother me either way. Like I said, I kind of wish he had the double jointed elbows. The knees don't bother me so much, but it's not a big issue. It's not as big of an issue as people were making it out to be. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool if the new clones could still do that, but it's not like I'm getting ready to storm Hasbro with a pitchfork like I would over the G.I. Joes. But yeah, so for me, two awesome figures. I just love Bly's look. I mean, I forgot to mention the bandolier and some other things. And one other thing I want to mention about the articulation that I forgot to is that the new body, I don't know if it's because the holsters are hindering, but this is kind of soft, so I don't think so. The new clone body legs go out just a little bit more than the old clone body. But yeah, two really nice looking figures. Again, two new great additions to my shelf. And I'm absolutely happy with them. I'm glad I picked them up. All that being said, I'm definitely going to give these two guys a big ol' yeah, Carl. So once again, I'm definitely happy. I highly recommend these two. Definitely pick them up if you were at all interested. Don't sleep on Bly, because we all know how clones, and especially clone commanders, tend to disappear and very quickly and find their way for outrageous prices on eBay. So even if you're thinking about a little or on the fence, I would definitely pick him up. And with that being said, drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the figures. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share, and thwip that notification bell. And I'll see you all here again back on the thwip side.